boga to break silence on economy tomorrow. Yes, so achina nana abozege Bawumia. Also achina obeka economy no asem. Wa be shaka asem so abodam. Ye wo no obeka de na obeka. What time a Bank of Ghana the 2 billion abeshe system and it still to sustain obeka economy no asem na obeka. What is Bawumia going to do? Ochina no, they will pack their MPP foolish soldiers. They will pack their tribal fools. Ochina no, they will give them 100 Ghana. And kwasi afwa ko jina. Ochina they be expecting say Ochina no, Bawumia will do the same thing. This.
Teachers are suffering. Teacher trainees are suffering. Nurses are suffering. And nursing trainees are suffering. Patients are suffering. Students are suffering. Traders are suffering, pensioners are suffering, drivers are suffering, contractors are suffering, civil servants are suffering, and farmers are suffering. Fishermen are suffering, and industries are suffering. Artisans are suffering, and Kayaye are suffering. The disabled are suffering, and men are suffering. Women are suffering, and children and Ghanaians as a whole.
Wait, now, Ochina Obeka Santian Indiano. Wait. Now, again, Obeka. And I wait.
Given the resources at its disposal, one should expect at least 4 to 5 times the quantum of investment that the NDC claims to have undertaken. The close to 33 billion of borrowing that has not been used for infrastructure expenditure could have done so much in this country. If you take $33 billion and ask yourself, what could you have done with $33 billion? You could have solved the water crisis in Ghana. You could have solved our energy problems. Every region in Ghana would have had 1,000 kilometers of asphalt road. We could have transformed agriculture. We could have put in place a world-class hospital in every region. We could have bought 1,000 ambulances for the Ghana Ambulance Service. We could have equipped our existing health and education institutions. And we could have built an additional 600 senior high schools that the government is trying to build currently. And we could have constructed the Accra-Kumasi Paga railway line as well as the Western Railway line. And with all this, we would have still been left with some money.
This. Now, if you're a rational Ghanaian, a young Ghanaian, you're in the university, you are in senior high school, you are in any of the tertiary institutions in Ghana, Polytechnic, whatever, then you sit there and say, Bawumia beka santi economy the best. Now, wait, Jimmy. What Ghana and there? Now, also me trying or China Bawumia beka some BBS now. Wait, Jimmy for proponent and exponent. This guy is a comedian. He cannot change anything. Tomorrow, what he's going to come talk about is, you know what? COVID-19, we could have done this. Gamma lizard. He has nothing left. We don't need to be sitting here wasting time on this. We are Ghanaian. What? Nyoma Okaye, he could not even do one. The only thing he has been able to do is to build toilets. Now, we have gone through hell. We are still going through hell. What is this guy going to say that will change anything? The finance minister came and told us the measures this government has taken to stop the hardship. They said e-levy will solve everything. So what is his problem here? When we were dying, we needed somebody to help hold our hands and save us from that running stream. This fool went to hide. This junkie disappeared when Ghanaians needed a leader to speak. This piece of a disease of a politician, an imposter, a liar like this, disappeared, disrespected the people. He is the head of the economic management team. What's the dollar now? How many schools have they built? How many hospitals have they built? Their own promises. This guy stood in front of his own people in the northern region, lied to them from head to toe, lied to them about everything. He has not been able to build one school in the northern region where he hails from. This guy is a comedian. What's the difference between Bawumia and Bobokala or Nkomode? This is a joke. This country is basically a foolish island. We entertain mediocrity and foolishness. That is why a whole vice president who is the head of the economic management team, disappears, just disappears, writes nothing, says nothing, waits for the Bank of Ghana to pump 2 billion of our money into the system becomes stable a little bit, not even better, says, I am coming to talk about economy. Ochin, do you think we need you to speak for the economy to revive? We need proactive measures. You have no measure. The government does not even respect you. When they are taking decisions about the economy, you have been put on the side. So why should we see you as a vice president in the first place? If you respected Ghanaians, you would have come out a long time to tell us why you have not been able to accomplish any shit that you told us about. These are the things you told us Ghanaians. Have you been able to accomplish them?
Transformation of this country. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is going to bring about a real transformation of this country. After 4 years, you will not recognize. We are going to bring in policies that are going to bring development to our people. Nana Akufo-Addo has said that if you look at this country, the money is there for development, but it stays up, it doesn't come down. The money is there, but it stays up, it doesn't come down. We are going to make sure we bring in a new economic model and make sure the money will come down to our villages for everybody to get that share of the money. So we are going to make sure the money comes down. We are going to take a portion of our development budget, $275 million, and make sure we share it to every constituency in Ghana. So Bunkurugu constituency, every year from 2017, every year without fail, you are going to get the equivalent of 40 billion old cities, $1 million for your development. Every year without fail. We have to help farmers. To help farmers, we have to make sure that tractors are available, that fertilizers are affordable, that weedicides are affordable, that there is water to farm. So we are going to make available for every district a mechanization center. There will be tractors that will help farmers to farm. We are going to make sure the cost of fertilizer is down. But most importantly, we are going to make sure every village that needs a dam, we are going to construct a dam for every village that needs a dam. One village, one dam. One village, one dam. One village.
This will become president, and what will he do? Tomorrow he's coming to speak. And by the way, my money has been paid into my account. That's how the system works. There are policies, there are guidelines, there are rules that if you flaunt, you will face the law. My 7,400 has been paid into my account in less than 30 minutes. That's how it works. It's not that foolish thing you people are calling digitization and all that. The foolish thing you people are doing there. Now back to the issue here. What can this guy say tomorrow that can change the economy? Ochina, you will see this. The whole media. What do Ochina here? Tribal foolish media now, they ignore them and go to BBC to embarrass themselves. No? They will all move because Kojo upon Kroma tonight or share envelope. No, Modiaba, bring your name. You will be given solid. They are not intelligent, 99% of them. They are all going there to fool. Go and put your mic there and sit there. Yeah, try me upon your envelope. No. I have been there before. I was a journalist in Ghana before I came. Majority of the things you go to cover, we don't care. We are just there. Hey, so they are going there. They can't question this guy. And the funny thing is, this guy is not even going to open the mic for anybody to question him. He's just going to come down there, do comedy and work. And the MPP, Jimmy Fuana, they'll be here too. They'll go and line up there. Yeah, Jimmy. Who feel like you do Bawumia, na Jimmy ni bene kwa sala to ababa Bawumia. Yama utumi ankasa na the economy ni show will well to me anye. What is good about Bawumia? He's a liar. Ochina, anything Bawumia says, ask himself, you and do you know yourself? And any Ghanaian who will go and sit there listening to this guy, then it means you are giving Bawumia the room to disrespect you. Obos with Jimmy. You know why? Because Bawumia came in and said he will solve all these problems and he will build all these things and he will give you people $1 million per constituency. He will build dams, he will build roads, he will build schools, 350 schools. He will change the economy. The dollar